Welcome to Alien Mythos X.
March 13th, 1997. A clear Thursday evening in Phoenix, Arizona. Thousands of people were going about their normal lives when something extraordinary appeared in the sky. Something massive. Something that would become one of the most documented mass UFO sightings in history. The evening begins. It started just after 7:30 p.m. The sun had set and the Arizona sky was beginning to darken. Mike Fortson, a truck driver, was in his backyard in Paulden, about 60 miles north
What
of
is
Phoenix,
that
when he
thing?
noticed
Sonny,
unusual
calm down!
lights
What
in
is
the
your
sky.
emergency? Multiple
Five
calls! I
reddish
can't...
orange lights arranged in a V formation, moving slowly and silently toward the south. He wasn't the only one. Within minutes, reports began flooding in from across Arizona. Prescott Valley, Dewey, Phoenix, Tempe, Glendale. Hundreds, then thousands of people were looking up at the same
Whoa, look at
phenomenon.
that! Those
A
lights in the
massive
sky!
V-shaped
I'm the
craft,
first witness!
estimated to be over a mile wide, gliding silently across the Arizona sky. What they saw. Witnesses described an enormous triangular or V-shaped object, so large it blocked out the stars as it passed overhead. It had lights along its leading edge, amber or orange in color, arranged in a perfect geometric pattern.
Look at that red light!
The craft moved
My phone's
slowly,
ringing, it's
almost
911.
majestically.
Mine too,
making
the lines
no
are
sound
jammed.
It's happening
whatsoever.
everywhere!
Dr. Lynn Kaitai, a physician living in Phoenix, witnessed the object from her backyard. She described it as breathtaking and terrifying at the same time. The craft was so massive that it took several seconds to pass completely overhead. She grabbed her camera and captured some of the most famous footage of the event. Tim Lay and his family watched from their home in North Phoenix. He estimated the craft to be at least 1 mile across. His son described it as enormous, blocking out the entire sky above them. They weren't seeing distant lights. This was a solid, structured craft passing directly over their neighborhood. The first wave. This first wave of sightings created a path across Arizona, from the Nevada border down through Phoenix and continuing southeast toward Tucson. The craft or crafts were witnessed for approximately 2 hours.
As a trained observer, I can confirm this is no ordinary phenomenon. Requesting immediate backup and investigation.
And 8:30
Tell me exactly
p.m.
what you saw. A
Frances
massive
Emma
craft,
Barwood,
mile
a
wide.
Phoenix
It moved
City
in ways that defy
councilwoman, was
physics.
contacted
How so?
by
Its
numerous
acceleration
constituents
maneuvers,
describing what
no
they had
known
seen.
propulsion can do
These
that.
weren't the
Dr.
usual
Lynn
UFO
Kite,
enthusiasts
a highly
or
respected
conspiracy
physician,
theorists.
not
These
a
were
typical
police
UFO
officers,
enthusiast.
pilots, doctors,
Consistency in their
families,
accounts is striking.
credible
The shape,
people
the
shaken
movement,
by what
even
they
the
had
details of
witnessed.
its surface. It's
The
all
reports
lining
were
up perfect.
remarkably
Frances
consistent.
Barwood
A massive
has been receiving
V-shaped craft
calls,
with lights,
leading to official
silent
acknowledgement
movement,
and increased
slow,
political
controlled
involvement.
flight.
PM.
And most disturbing, it
The
seemed to be
second wave
flying
is
at a
beginning.
relatively low
We're entering a new
altitude, low
phase
enough
of the
that
phenomena.
witnesses could make out
Row
its
of
structure
lights
against the
hovering
night
over South Mountain,
sky.
Phoenix, staggery
The second
formation.
wave.
Different from
Just
first
before
wave.
10:00 p.m., a second wave of lights
Different
appeared.
from the first wave we
This time,
documented.
they were different.
Notice how they
A
slowly
series
disappear
of
one by
lights
one?
appeared to hover over the Phoenix area, particularly around the South Mountain area. These lights were captured on video by dozens of witnesses and would later become the most widely distributed footage of the Phoenix Lights event. The videos show a row of lights suspended in the sky, slowly disappearing one by one from left to right, or sometimes from the center outward.
comment.
These lights were visible for approximately 10 minutes before
There's no
vanishing
radar data to
completely.
support these claims. A
Phone
clear
lines
denial of
at local
evidence
news
pointing to a
stations,
cover-up
police
beginning right
departments,
here,
and
right
Luke
now.
Air Force
19,
Base were
1997.
overwhelmed with calls.
After months, the official
National
explanation.
UFO Reporting
Tonight,
Center
we provide the
received
answers.
hundreds of
Flares.
reports. People were
That's the
frightened
official
and
story for
confused,
Operation
demanding
Snowbird,
answers.
but we
Who
all
was
know
flying over
it's
one of
inadequate.
America's largest
Citizens of our
cities?
state, I stand before
The
you
official
today to
response.
address the pressing
The next
concerns with
day,
utmost
March 14th,
seriousness
the
and
story
clarity.
dominated local news. Thousands of witnesses, multiple videos. A major American city had experienced a mass UFO sighting and people wanted answers.
Hey,
But the
this isn't
official
a joke!
response was silence. The military had
For
no
10 years, I
comment.
kept this
The
secret.
FAA
Now
claimed
I
they
must
had
come
no
forward with the
radar
truth.
data.
I lied
Local
about the
authorities
incident. I
had
saw the
no
craft
explanation.
myself.
It was
I knew
as
it
if
wasn't
the event
flares.
hadn't happened,
This is my
despite
confession.
thousands of witnesses and
It
documented
was
evidence.
clearly not man-made.
This silence lasted for months, until June 19th,
Remember the 97
1997,
Halloween
when
party?
the Arizona
My alien
National
costume was so
Guard
good.
held a
You
press
guys, it was 7,
conference.
it wasn't a costume.
Captain
I was
Eileen
hiding the
Bayence
truth.
announced
I
that
saw
the
with my own
lights were
eyes.
simply
This one denied
flares
it.
dropped
There's no
during
doubt
a
the
training
evidence conclusive.
exercise
It's dry
by
to cage. Is
A-10
the truth?
Warthog
I am
aircraft
certain.
from
Night sky
Operation
over Phoenix
Snowbird.
with faint V-shaped lights,
Flares, that was the
recreating
official
moment, mystery
explanation.
enduring.
Military flares. The governor's joke. Adding to the bizarre nature of the official response, Arizona Governor Fife Symington held his own press conference. When asked about the Phoenix Lights, his chief of staff walked onto the stage dressed in an
How was
alien
school today?
costume. The governor
catch me.
laughed. The press
Almost
laughed.
ready, smells
the
great.
incident was turned into a joke. The message was clear: don't take this seriously. It was just a misunderstanding, just flares and overactive imaginations. But the witnesses knew better. They had seen something extraordinary, and many felt betrayed, mocked, and dismissed by the very officials who were supposed to take their concerns seriously. The truth comes out. 10 years later, in 2007, former Governor Fife Symington did something unexpected.
No, seriously,
He
look!
admitted that he had lied. He had witnessed the Phoenix lights himself. He had seen the massive craft, and he knew it wasn't flares. In an interview, Symington described witnessing a huge, breathtaking craft of unknown origin moving silently across the Arizona sky. He said it was otherworldly and clearly not man-made. He admitted that the alien costume stunt at the press conference was a deliberate attempt to prevent mass panic and calm public concern.
911, what's your
But he was
emergency?
certain of
What's
one
your
thing:
emergency,
what
sir?
flew
What's
over
your
Phoenix
emergency?
that night was
911,
not
what's your
military
emergency?
flares.
I
It was
thought I was
something
alone.
extraordinary,
Me too, it's
something
really you.
unexplained.
After all these years.
The
We're not
evidence
alone
that
anymore.
remains.
It was
The
real.
Phoenix lights
It was
remain one of the
real.
most credible
was
mass
real.
UFO
It
sightings
did.
in history.
Yeah.
Thousands of witnesses
Row
from
of lights
diverse
hovering over South
backgrounds,
Mountain,
all
Phoenix,
describing the
stationary
same
formation,
phenomenon.
different from the
Multiple
first wave.
videos and
In
photographs,
Phoenix, they remained in a stationary
documented
formation,
reports from
different
credible
from the first wave we
professionals.
documented. Notice
The
how they
flare
slowly disappear one by
explanation has
one.
been thoroughly debunked by experts. Flares descend, they don't maintain formation, they don't move across hundreds of miles, and they certainly don't create the appearance of a solid, structured craft blocking out stars. Some witnesses reported seeing the craft's underside, a structured object with panels
Go!
and geometry. Others
No
described feeling a
comment.
sense of awe and insignificance when confronted
There's
with
no
something
radar
so
data
massive
support
and
to these
advanced.
claims. A clear
These are
denial of
not
evidence pointing
descriptions
to a
of distant
cover-up beginning
flares.
right here, right now.
Dr.
19,
Lynn Kaidai, who
1997.
witnessed both
After
waves
months,
of
the
lights,
official
has spent
explanation.
years
Tonight,
investigating the
we provide the
phenomenon.
answers.
She's interviewed
Flares.
hundreds of
That's the
witnesses,
official
collected
story for
evidence, and
Operation
pushed for
Snowbird,
official
but we all
acknowledgement.
know
Her
it's
conclusion:
inadequate.
the
Citizens
Phoenix
of our
lights were
state,
real,
I stand
they were
before you today
massive,
to
and they
address
were
the
not of
pressing
human
concerns
origin.
with utmost seriousness
questions
and
that
clarity.
remain.
Flares.
What flew
That's
over
the official
Phoenix on
story for
March
Operation
13th,
Snowbird, but we all
1997? If it
know
was a
it's
military
inadequate.
craft,
Citizens
why
of our
hasn't it been
state, I stand
acknowledged?
before you
If it
today
was
to address the
experimental
pressing concerns with
technology, why
utmost
fly it over a
seriousness and
major
clarity.
metropolitan area? And if it wasn't human-made, then what was it? The Phoenix lights challenge our understanding of what's possible. A mile-wide craft moving silently, witnessed by thousands. This wasn't a distant light in the sky or a blurry photograph. This was a mass sighting of
this
something
isn't a joke.
extraordinary,
We
something
all
that
see
defies
it.
explanation.
Silent, no more.
And the most unsettling part, it could happen again. Because whatever
I
flew
saw it
over
all. I
Phoenix
can't believe
that
it's
night
real.
demonstrated
The evidence is
technology
overwhelming.
far
We must
beyond
act
our
now.
current capabilities. And it made no attempt to hide. It flew over one of America's largest cities, visible to anyone who looked up. Thousands looked up that
It could
night.
happen again.
Thousands saw something that shouldn't exist, and no official explanation can change what they witnessed with their own eyes. The Phoenix lights remain unexplained, undeniable, and unforgettable.